Hey ladies, so it's Mickey. So I wanted to try to do a quick life update on what's going on here on this end. I really haven't done a life update. I've done like updates on Sophia and stuff. So I just wanted to do just a total life update, what's going on with us. So for those of you who've been with me for a while, you already know that we have been living in Virginia for 3 years now. My husband started off here as a platoon sergeant, not a platoon sergeant, an instructor. So he did that for a while, and then he got moved to a platoon sergeant. Now, a platoon sergeant position is a 2-year position, which thank goodness, because it is crazy. I never see my husband. Now, most military wives usually have this issue where they don't see their husband, but oh my gosh, I really don't see my husband right now. So yeah, so good thing it's only 2 years. Well, we are coming to the end of that, which means we are coming up on a move soon. Now, moves are not easy for anybody. And especially when you get to the point where you don't know where you're going. So he called the office where, you know, the people that assign you a place, a new duty station. He called them to see, you know, is it too early to find out, or, you know, where he might be going. And they said, most likely we will be being stationed in Hawaii. If you follow me on Facebook, I mentioned this, that he has not been overseas. He's been deployed overseas, but that doesn't count as a duty station. So he was already preparing me, saying that chances are we might get stationed overseas somewhere. Now with the Army, if you don't know anything Army-wise, they can't just put you anywhere. Basically, they have to have your job wherever you go get stationed. Of course, you know, that makes sense. Now, my husband's job is very specific. They also have to have, you know, a position for you with that specific rank that your husband is, and the job, and there's like a whole bunch of other factors. So his job is very sparse. Believe with his position, his rank, blah, 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 there's only 24 in the United States, or just in the Army in general. So that's not a lot of places that he's able to go. So, yeah, I think, what was he saying? Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, going back to Georgia, where we just came from, Washington State and New York were pretty much it. So I was really hoping to go back to Georgia because I have a great network of friends there. I know the area. If I chose to go back to work, then it would be perfect. But the lady sounded pretty sure. You know, it's not obvious. It's not official, it's not set in stone, but most likely Hawaii would be it. Now, most people would be really, really excited for this. Would be like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. But I have my reservations. And, you know, not that I'm not grateful for going somewhere, but you have to think about the other stuff as well. You know, we have our daughter now, we have Sophia, which means we are going to be going somewhere where my family's really not going to have access to her unless it's through online. Going to Hawaii is really expensive for somebody to fly. I think I haven't seen anything cheaper than $800. So, you know, if your family, you know, doesn't have a lot of extra income, that's pretty hard to manage to, you know, come and visit. So it's going to be really, really difficult. We are very family oriented, so having our first baby and seeing how everybody reacted to her when we went on vacation, it's just going to be really hard to for them not to see her growing up online rather than in person or anything like that. So we will try our best to go as home as much as possible, but honestly, it's a little bit easier said than done, you know. And then you have to uproot yourself. You know, we have this house. We live here on post, and then you just go from this to not knowing where you're going to live, or having to, if you want to live on post, having to be put on a wait list. You know, you can't even get put on the wait list until you clear where you are at. So we won't be able to clear until we're out of this house and go over there. Then we can get put on the waiting list. And we just had friends that just moved there, and I believe they said their waiting list for his rank was 2 months. So 2 months staying at a hotel is pretty expensive, especially if you're staying in Hawaii. So it does, you know, there's quite a few things that make it pretty difficult to get excited about, because moving is stressful for anybody. So especially somewhere overseas where your stuff is going to take a month or two to get to that location. So even if we did get a place, we wouldn't have any stuff to put in it. So there's just a lot of things. It's just a really stressful thing. Now we also have our 2 dogs. We have Paper and we have Zeus. They have to go through a whole process of either getting quarantined for 120 days, which you pay for personally because the Army does not pay for pets, or there's a 5-day process as well, which is really expensive. The cheapest I've seen that is about $500 a pet. So that's expensive. And then you have to pay for them to travel. Now, traveling for a pet is also a stressful thing as well. Paper's getting old. He's 12 years old. So, you know, he's already an anxious dog, and they don't recommend sedating a dog or a pet, you know, on a plane. So it just makes it really difficult. It makes it a lot more stressful for me. It makes it stressful for him. Then you have the fact that we would probably be moving in the summertime, which means that, you know, they will not be able to put a pet on because of policies, which is a good one. Pets cannot travel on the bottom of the plane when it is 85 degrees outside or higher. So, you know, because you don't want to risk the life of your pet. So, and when you fly to Hawaii, pets are not allowed in the cabin either. So it just makes it really difficult, because no time in Texas, because we'd probably lay over in Texas, no time during the summer is there a time where it's under 85 degrees. So they will probably end up having to stay with my parents. They will have to stay with them a few months, just until the temperatures go down, and then ship them over there. So it's just a really stressful situation. We're going to go from 2 cars to 1 car, because the Army only ships 1 for free, and then you have to pay for the other one. So, you know, it's just a really, really stressful time now. It's just, you know, excited. Feel blessed that we're given this opportunity to go explore different places, but at the same time, you know, it's hard. You know, I have made at least 1 friend or 2 friends here, but it just makes it really hard to leave. You know, it is military life. You do somewhat get used to it, but it doesn't make it any easier. The other thing that I wanted to mention is, you know, we are going to be going on a marriage retreat soon. Thankfully, the Army does these type of things. So next month we're going to a marriage retreat, which is perfect timing for us. Just with not being able to spend a lot of time together, it's really difficult. And then you have the added part where we have Sophia, and my husband never gets to see her. And, you know, I know that when he gets home, he wants to relax and have downtime or whatever, but at the same time, I'm like, well, when do I get some downtime? Like, I never get any downtime. Not that I don't love spending time with Sophia, but there's times where if she's sleeping, I don't feel like I can really unwind, because I'm always thinking, okay, do I have time to do something, or is she going to wake up? You know, so I need some time too. So these retreats are perfect. They're great. They also provide, what's it called? childcare, free childcare during that time. So I'm really excited being able to reconnect with my husband, and it's actually it's free for us, so that's even great. Stay at a hotel, not here, and just get some time to communicate. It sort of forces you to communicate because you don't really find a time where you're here alone at the house and you're like, okay, let's talk. At least there you'll have somebody to sort of talk you through on what you should be talking about and keep you focused, sort of like a little bit of a referee. Keeps you from getting mad, storming off, and whatever. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. I will try to vlog during that time as much as possible, but at the same time, that's just something for me and my husband to relax. So maybe after, in the afternoons, they give you that time to go out and do stuff. So I'll probably vlog during that time. But yeah, that is it. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling, but just wanted to let you know what's going on. You will definitely be going along with us when we find out for sure, officially, that he has orders in December, because Hawaii is not like, it is a tentative. That's where we're going. It's not like a for sure. That will be December when they cut his orders. So once that happens, everything's going to happen really, really fast. And you will be going along with us the whole time. So hopefully you'll enjoy that part and sort of see how, this military life part, this part of military life is. So that's it. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.